You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. Hey loves, welcome back to the Central Genius channel. In this video, I'm going to continue my 5 series with 5 romance reality TV shows I bet you forgot about. Reality TV used to be so good in the early 2000s. I'm not saying that it's bad now. I just kind of feel like, I don't know, it gives forceful. It gives doing too much. It gives too many crazy antics. Like, it used to be really good back in the day. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to try to make it seem like they didn't have the drama back in the day, but I feel like I used to enjoy reality TV back then. Now it's just a bunch of people trying to fight each other for the spotlight or whatever. But anyways, the first one on my list is Dating Naked, and that came out in 2014. And Dating Naked was pretty much a show where people literally did what the title says. They dated naked. Like, from the first time that they meet, they are naked. And they date each other. I don't think that they ever put clothes on either. I think they're like naked the whole time. It's like this nudist type of thing. Or maybe they like, because they used to do activities and stuff like that, so maybe they put clothes on to do that, but I don't remember. But they literally were trying to find a match while they were naked. It was very interesting to watch. um uh I don't think that, I think it only had 1 season though. I don't think that it may not have done as that well. It may have like 1 or 2 seasons, because I don't remember watching no like, I mean, I remember at least 2. Well, I remember at least 1, I'll say. So it was either 1 or 2 seasons that they had, but it didn't last that long. It was interesting. I love me some reality dating shows. Like, I love them. But the second one on my list is Temptation Island. Now, this one right here used to be so juicy, okay? Temptation Island is basically couples who have not, was it married couples? Couples who kind of feel like there's some, like, okay, couples who want to test their relationships out to see if their connection with their partner is strong enough to withstand certain things. So they go to this island, they get split up, all of the men from the husbands or boyfriends or whatever, all of the men get split up and they get sent to a house with a bunch of single women, and all of the women get split up and they go to a house with a bunch of single men, and they date these people, and at the end of it they have to decide if they're going to stay together or not. And ooh, it used to be so messy, and a lot of the times it would be the women who would be wilding, like wilding out. Like, I'm talking about this girl, one of the girls on one of the seasons had like this intense relationships with one of the single men. It was crazy. It was like she didn't even have a boyfriend or whatever. And a lot of it would be the women bringing their partners on to kind of test the relationship or whatever. And they would be the ones who would be failing. Like, the men used to be like the single girls all over the place. Sometimes some of the men used to, date the other girls too, but it was still never as bad as what the women were doing. And like, it would be some men who would just be sick. Like, they just sick. They just sitting in the corner just sick because they don't know what their girl is doing, and a lot of the times she would be doing the most. And you got your right to be sick. Like, they used to be sick. But they also would let them see video footage of what they were doing in the house. So like they would have like these bonfire sit downs or whatever, and then they would show, the host would show videos of what each other is doing, and you never know what they're gonna show. You never know what you're gonna see. You just have to sit through it. And bruh, that junk used to be so freaking messy. It was this one girl that was a wildin' out. Like I'm telling you, I can't even remember like her name, but it was a black girl, and then her boyfriend I think was black too, and he used to be sick at the little bonfire sit downs. He used to be sick in the house. And it would even be points where they like, okay, if that's what they doing, we gonna do the same thing. And they still didn't have nothing on what the women was doing. It was actually crazy, but it was a good show. So the third one on my list is Paradise Hotel. So basically, singles would go to this hotel to try and find couples. A lot of the times it would just be people playing a game. It wouldn't even really be that they like really was feeling each other or whatever, but they were just playing a game so they could get chosen quick or whatever. So it would get intense because it would be down to like 2 couples, and then they would pick the winner out of the remaining 2 couples. And I think they would give them money to either share with their partner or take it. Whoever would be like the top person, like kind of like how the challenge does when they do like partnered challenges, but it's also they would give them money like they do on Love Island, like they do on the challenge. They would give the lead person money, or they would, well, on Love Island they give them a card or something like that, and if one of them would have the money and one of them would have nothing, and the person who had the money had to decide if they wanted to split it with their partner or not. So that's how Paradise Hotel was too. And of course, some people gonna take the money and run, and I don't blame them, for real. But a lot of them will be playing a game. I remember watching Paradise Hotel on Hulu, and I think that only had like 2 or 3 seasons too. It didn't last that long, but it was really interesting to watch. It was interesting to see people, for one, being as competitive as they were, being that it was a dating show. I like when dating shows get competitive, but sometimes I be like, why is there a prize? Let it just be dating. But at the same time, I guess a lot of these people be on these shows not necessarily to find love. If they find love in the process, that's fine. But a lot of times they just be on these shows to further their career or start their careers so they can get endorsement deals, so they can be influencers and stuff like that. We not gonna act like that's not what it is, but it's still entertaining to watch. Okay, so number 4 is Parental Control, and that came out in 2006. Also, Temptation Island came out in 2001. Paradise Hotel came out in 2003. And number 4, Parental Control, came out in 2006. And I know y'all, I don't know if y'all, well, these are shows that you probably forgot about. So Parental Control was when parents would take their children on this dating show to find a better partner because they didn't like the person that they were already dating. So it would be like the host would come and take the child, the girl or boy or whatever, on dates with other people while the parent is watching with the boyfriend or girlfriend that they don't like. And like they would be talking junk to each other, like that's who she need to be with. She don't need to be with somebody like you. Like I don't like. And the partners would be so disrespectful a lot of the times to the parents. Like they would be going back and forth arguing about the relationship, and the partner would be like, I remember this one boy, I think he was a black boy, and the girl was white, and the mom was white, and like he was so sure that the girl would not um pick somebody else, or she ain't gonna pick nobody else. It's always gonna be me, always gonna be me, and it was not always them. And the parents be happy whenever it works or whatever. But I feel like that is such a messy show. Like, you a parent, you get to take your child on a show to find them a better partner because you don't like their boyfriend or girlfriend. That is messy, but it was also very entertaining. The last show on my list is Famously Single, which came out in 2016. This is where like celebrities would go on this show to date each other. This is where Pauly D met Aubrey O'Day. This is where Jessica White and Samaya Reese was dating. This is where New York met that man, and I feel like that little thing that went viral where she was like, when she was telling him what she wanted, like, I want my eggs to be cooked. That means I want to have kids or whatever. She wanted her last name changed, which means she wanted to be a wife. Was that show, or was that her own show? I can't remember if it was that one or her own show, but this is where Ronnie from Jersey Shore met Malika from, well, Malika was from what the movie is, the Atlanta, was it the Atlanta movie? Was it not Atlanta? The one with T.I. and Lauren London. I can't remember the name of it right now, but Malika was on that movie. Plus, she was also friends with Khloe Kardashian, if I'm not mistaken. I think Khloe, if I'm not mistaken, Malika and Khadijah, the twins, or whatever. And yeah, Ronnie met Malika. So a lot of these people met people that they ended up in a relationship with for a while. Because I think Pauly and Aubrey was in a relationship for a little while. Aubrey was really rushing Pauly to like make things, give her a commitment. And he like, bro, we just met, we just started dating, like, give it time. But she was ready, and she was saying how she wanted somebody to save her. Like, she feels like love somebody, a person that she's going to be with should work hard to get her. So she wants to feel like the princess that gets saved by the knight or the prince or whatever. And Polly was saying how it scared her that that's what she wanted, and she's like, is it wrong to want to be saved? And during that time, we should have known that Aubrey was going through some stuff by the way she was talking. Just that, and not only that, because she had went on what's the freaking dating show where they have the therapist? They have Judge Lynn Toller. They have that black man who's a therapist and that white lady who's a therapist. I can't remember the show. Marriage Boot Camp or something like that. Marriage Boot Camp. Her and Travis Garland went on that show as well. And Aubrey, she was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. She was. But yeah, Famously Single was a good show as well. Like, it didn't last that long either. Maybe like 3 seasons. To like, a lot of these shows didn't last that long. I think out of all of them, Parental Control lasted the longest. Cause that was kind of like, it was another dating show back then that I can't remember, but if I remember what it is, I'll put it on the screen. But I think that one lasted the longest out of all of the ones that I mentioned before. But that's the end of my list. Let me know if y'all remember these shows, or if this video made you remember, because like the nostalgia, all of the times that I've watched these shows, and like some of the things that I remember came back to me while I was doing this list or whatever. So let me know if y'all remember these shows, or if I'm right that y'all forgot about it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Also, if you have romance reality TV shows that you think people forgot, let us know in the comments. But I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgrahamwrites.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.